Show with Liza, where we are going to wrap up the season, hear what Liza's final thoughts are on the seasons, get your guys' questions. Of course, if you missed any of our past shows, you can check all of them out over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. Literally all of our interviews with everyone from this BB Can 6 season is on our website, as well as every single show from all the past seasons and the past shows done with Liza. So you can check all of them out over on that webpage. We're live on YouNow right now, so if you are not a fan, become one. yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow. You get access to all of our previous shows on YouNow as well. You get alerted every time we go live. You can win prizes. It's fun. Of course, if you want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron. yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron-only shows, the patron after shows that we did with the house guests, the Facebook group, prize giveaways. It's a great way to help support our shows, as is becoming and doing a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal to help support us for BB20, everyone. We have lots of content we want to bring you guys for BB20, so the easiest and final way you can help support us with that is get your feeds from us. yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds is a great way to help support us for free when you guys are buying your BB20 feeds. But enough about that. Let's bring on the lady you all want to hear from. It's Liza! Oh, you look so studious.
I need a Neil in his light ring. I need a more professional setup.
I think your lighting is great, and you're crazy that you think it's not great.
I'm into it. Thank you.
Liza, how are you doing?
I'm loving life.
You're loving life, and you're loving Big Brother Canada 6.
Yeah, every year I think I'm not going to watch it, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm so going to watch it.
You are totally watching it. Now, you didn't get to do your final Liza's Dish this season.
Correct, which I really should have watched the end of my last video because I'm not 100% sure where I ended. But it was the last week, so I haven't had any comment on the whole final 3 thing. I know this is 400 years ago, but...
It is 400 years ago, but I'm sure people are going to want to hear your take on how you think the season ended, if you think the right winner was chosen, and I'm sure people are going to have questions for you right now in the chat room. So everybody, quickly reminding you, make sure you spread the word. Tell everyone that we're live right now. Share it on the Twitters and the internets. Press your little buttons. You can tweet me your questions for Liza with hashtag YRLive, or you can leave them in the chat room.
Yeah, I'm more interested in having an interactive perspective because I don't know who cares about my opinion anymore, but I'm happy to share it.
Well, people care about your opinion, Liza, and people also wanted to know, you told him you had tea to spill. And I said, I don't know what tea Liza has to spill. You tweeted you had tea to spill. You better make up some tea.
I gotta make up tea.
You better put a pot on and figure out how hot it is and who you're spilling it on.
See that I smiled there? I feel like I should get lip filler here.
Lip filler?
Yeah, lip done. I feel like I should give myself an upper lip. I'm just so old. Old and tired, guys.
You're not old.
No, I am in my soul. Tea. Well, let's go back to the final 3, shall we?
Yeah, let's start with final 3. Go.
I was really happy. I actually should put it on YouTube. I should put my YouTube up of me literally crying. I was I'm not a crier. I was bawling hysterically when Paris took Kayla to the final 2. I don't know why. I was just girls don't take girls to the end. Now that I look back, Paris was probably going to win either way, and she knew it. That though I'm still happy she took a girl. I just feel like women never pick women.
Oh my God, Liza, I'm so glad that we fixed that booping noise problem. So, what are your thoughts on the final 3? Let's specifically talk about Derek and Kayla and, of course, our winner, Paris.
I feel like now I'm nervous. Boop. Joking, guys. I'm so happy a girl picked a girl. And then I had all these US fans coming at me well, Portia picked Rachel, or I don't remember 20 years of Big Brother. I'm not saying women never pick women, ever in the history of ever. You get a little nervous when it comes down to that moment. And I mean, look at Big Brother Like, there's never been 2 women in the finals, right? Of Canada, like of us.
I don't believe so, no.
Right. Jill and Gary, and then who's 2? John and Sabrina? No, there's always a dude there, right?
Always.
Godfrey, Pax. Well, if a guy won, then a guy was in the final too. Anyway, in Big Brother Canada,
right,
we've not seen 2 females in the final too. So I did want to see Kayla win it. I was very team Kayla. No real reason. I don't know these people. That's what everyone thinks. Everyone's like, that bitch. Can we say bitch? Can I say the F word?
You can say bitch and fuck.
Okay. That's my gonna show. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know these people, and I just have an opinion, and it's mostly for entertainment's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And but I was like, I really just liked Kayla. I like that she was in a showmance, because I was, I like it. People can hold on to a showmance till the end, and even though, sorry, I'm scatterbrained right now, but we always have a showmance in the end in Big Brother Canada.
Okay, so you were excited that it was an all-female ending, or an all-female final too.
Yeah.
Do you believe, is there any part of you that believes Kayla would have actually cut Derek the way she said she was going to?
You know what? And for pure entertainment's sake, I think it's all left us hanging. You know what I mean? Or Derek. We wanted Derek or Kayla to win the final HOH. Correct. Because we wanted to see that moment. Mm-hmm. And that was stripped from us. That's what people don't understand. We will never know. It's
about us, and what we want is what people don't. But what do you think? Do you think she would have done it? You
know what the irony is? Mm-hmm. Had she done it, who would have been the final 2?
It would have been Kayla and what's her face? It would have been Kayla and Paris.
Yeah. So she still would have lost. So Kayla was screwed.
No, look, I see no way Kayla was winning this game. Unless, I would argue the point, I think if she would have cut Derek earlier, she would have gained more favor with the jury, and she would have probably had someone in the jury fighting for her. She didn't really have that.
No way.
You don't think so?
She would have had a bitter Betty. Derek, no way. Like, Derek's a total recruit, doesn't know the game at all. Lucky he got as far as he did. And if his showmance, if the reason he left was at the hands of his showmance, he would have been bitter. She would have just put one more pissed off person in jury. And I don't think that would have gained her any points.
I hear what you're saying, but Derek was on that show to promote his clothing line.
Yeah.
I think Derek, what do you think of their relationship? I mean, now it's clearly a relationship, but on that show, it was not a relationship, and I think they wanted it to seem like a showmance. I mean, the storyline or the production wanted to produce it into a showmance. It clearly was not.
Yeah, remember when I said I was going to spill, and now I'm all awkward and uncomfortable because I have to be friends with these people forever?
I don't think we're being mean.
No, I'm trying to think of my next words. I haven't talked to Kayla one-on-one. Okay, let's put it this way. At finale, I barely spoke to Kayla and Derek. They were doing their own thing. Derek doesn't know who I am. I had a crush on Kayla, so I couldn't be too close to her. I was spending more time with my friends and other people. So God's honest truth is I don't know them yet. We were connected on social media. I could easily be like, hey, what's up? Bullshit, but I don't know these people yet. So I have not had a chance to speak to either of them and have any real read on what's going on. My completely omniscient perspective, as layman, as any Wednesday night viewer, is he was not that into her on the show at all. And now they're in real life. God, I'm choosing my words. I hope they're having... Okay. I feel like it's a fling. There's a cute way to say it.
Yeah, but I think they would agree with you.
I hope they both feel the same way.
Let me say what I think. Ready? I think Kayla and Derek, and like I said, you guys can watch this back on the website. They've both been on this show. They both have said their relationship was not a showmance in that house. They were friends. They didn't want a showmance in the house, and they were just friends. They both say that all the time. Here's my idea with Derek, and this is my whole point. I think Derek would have fought for her in the jury because I think Derek going into this house cared about promoting his brand, being an actor. Those were the things that Derek was trying to do in this house. He didn't know what Big Brother was. He didn't want the title. Sure, the money would have been great. He said several times, I want to promote my brand. I want to be an actor. I want a credit. I want stuff like that. I think even though he wasn't into Kayla during the show, he wanted to come off, because he is a good guy, he wanted to be a good guy. Like, he didn't want to embarrass her. He didn't want to be like, I'm not in a showmance, I don't like you.
So me sort of agreeing with you, so you take the rap and not me. If you're going to extend your 15 minutes, because you guys, they only get 15 minutes, you're better off being in a showmance. Like, that's why when I came off the show, it was Tom and Liza, power couple, double eviction, traveling the world as Tom and Liza. The brand Tom and Liza was far more powerful than Tom or Liza. Even though the second the show ended, I switched showmances. So regardless of how they actually feel about each other, I think it's smart that they spend as much time together as Dela. Because that's the brand.
Correct. I completely agree with that's always the brand. That's what's going to get you on Amazing Race. That's what's going to... Sure, I agree with you. But I will say, I really believe that now, post-season, it is genuine. My only point is, I think in the house, Derek was very conscious of his image, which is why I don't think he would have went into that jury and ripped apart Kayla. He was keeping up appearances the whole season as we're a showmance. I think he would have kept that up in the jury house as well and not attacked her. He didn't want to come off as the, Do you
really think he was thinking like that far advanced, that outside the box? Like, my reaction could affect my image like this, as opposed to just being like a scorned lover?
I did not think that watching him on the show. I wanted to think that was what it is. Then talking to him post-season, I think, yes, that's what it was. He's way smarter than I gave him credit for. I will say, Derek, Jesse, two people that have blown me away post-season. I very stupidly typecast them or thought they were just one way, and they have blown me away postseason with how smart they are, how strategic they are.
Jesse's like my best friend. Do we all know that?
With glasses or without glasses, Jesse?
Well, I'll take Jesse anyway I can get him. No, I'm joking. We all hung out with him that first day he was evicted. And then him and I just really hit it off because we have similar careers. We just have similar education, similar careers. And you're right. You realize within 2 seconds of speaking to him, he's like intelligent.
Right.
And educated and interesting. And it sucks that he's stuck in Saskatchewan. No disrespect to Saskatchewan, but... So I'm like, please come to Toronto. I'm like, a guy like you out here could do some damage in your life and in career and girls, but whatever, he can get girls out in Saskatoon. But Jesse and I connected really fast right away, night one. And I already told him I'm coming out to Saskatoon, and Zach lives out there too. I can't. I've spent more time with him than anyone knows, and no, don't do that face. Not like that. I just mean we hang out as bros, and then if you hang out as bros, everyone thinks you're smashing.
Sure, I didn't put the words in your mouth.
No, I know, but that's why we don't tell people that we're so close, is because. But we're fine now. Did you see that cute little post he wrote on? Is it no? That's fine.
I see everything Jesse does. No,
I'll text you after. But yeah, no, he's really just like, I can't explain. The more time you spend with him, forget being smart. He's really kind-hearted.
No,
and
I
he's
know.
like, he's socially adequate too. Like we were out to lunch with some people, and he just picks up on social cues, and he rides the wave of the group and all that stuff that nobody really has anymore. No one possesses those skills. Anyways, we're talking about Jesse so much. Fuck.
We've invoked him as well. He has appeared in the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now we have to stop talking about him.
Oh, no.
Hi, Jesse.
I don't have the chat, so I don't know.
You don't, but I'm telling you he's here and he's listening, so you've been warned.
Oh. Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. We were just talking about how great you were.
Yeah, right?
Nothing to see here.
It's true. We were. That's all we were talking about. No, he's fantastic, except he's squandering his potential in Saskatoon. Should move to Toronto, no big deal. I also am, you know what, actually, Erica, I don't want to spill the beans on everyone, but like Erica and I were just talking about how great Jesse is too. She was here literally yesterday. And she said the same thing, that he got typecast as like a
correct.
Bro.
Yep.
What did you say?
A bro. I thought Jesse was going to come off and be like, bro, dude, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh my God, you're smart and funny and a business owner.
He's kind.
Yes, kind.
Yeah, no, there's a kindness and there's an intelligence, and yeah, he's tall, young, and handsome, so he got like the douche at it, and he's not any of that.
Sorry, I've already moved him on from Paris, and now I've put him with you, and all I was thinking about while you were talking was Lizzie. Would it be hashtag Lizzie?
You just shipped us?
Yeah, if we shipped you, would it be Jessa?
Jessa.
That's stupid. It sounds
Hold on. Liza. Z.
Yeah, no, I don't like
Liza. It's the Z and the S is really complicated.
It does.
No, I don't want to be with Jesse. I just want to be his best friend forever and ever and ever.
It's fine. I just want to rebrand everything, including his hometown name, because I still can't say it.
Saskatoon.
Yes, Saska, God bless you. Okay, wait. Okay, so we get it. Jesse's the best. Let me take a question from Lost and Concruised in the chat room, because we actually have a ton of questions for you already. They said, if they did an all-star season for BB Can 6, is there anybody from the season 6 cast that you think is worthy of being called an all-star?
I hate the word all-star because everyone has a different opinion. Like, do you think all the winners are all-stars? I think a lot of winners just got real lucky in timing and the casting, and like, just because you make it to the end doesn't make you an all-star. But, you know, the person who stands out for me in BB6 is Erica. But then is your argument going to be, well, she's a pre-jury flop. She's nothing. I'm like, no, she's awesome. When you're pretty and you're smart and you're a comp beast and you're a social threat, that's an all-star to me.
Well, I mean, forget about who cares what the label is. If we had an all-star season, who cares about what the quality? Who are you going to put on there from this season?
And I actually tweeted that when the season was going. I said, you know what? Because I'm a comp player. I can't win comps, but I respect comps.
Right.
I love watching a comp player. And, you know, the Peter Browns of the world, or anyone trying to be Will Kirby says, oh, you don't need comps to win. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. Frankly, it was Paris's strategy. You don't need that to win. But what I actually want to see are all compies. Like, I want to see like Emmett, Jillian, Tom, Kevin, Erica, like literally I'm missing season season 4 or 5 are so dead to me. I don't know. But there's compies I'm missing. I would love to see 16 compies who have to win. Do you understand? Somebody like Erica versus somebody like Emmett, just because I know these people in real life, they need to win. Like, they don't play for fun. They are like, how do I win? And I need to win now. So putting this crew sort of head to head would be, I think, the most thrilling Big Brother All-Stars ever. Now, I don't want to see anyone throwing comps or like floating to midway.
Oh,
Like,
okay. All right. Number one, I think you have to throw Demetrius in. We're talking.
oh yeah, sorry.
Definitely
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh no, and I know that we're saying we're forgetting people, but I disagree with you. I don't want to see an all compy season.
Oh,
because you know why? Look, I agree. Let me put it to you this way: I will take an all compy season if simultaneously we have an all. And again,
floater season.
not floater. Here's my point. All the comp beasts, I don't think bring good feeds.
Oh my god, they're the best!
You think?
I just think, plus you never know. Here's the funny part. If you put 16 alphas in a room,
okay,
if somebody will be beta. So it would be funny to watch an Emmett or an Erica get alphaed out, be so alphaed out that they become sort of the quiet one. Oh man, that'd be so much fun to watch. Like, I just want to tune in for those HOHs.
Yeah, see, and I want to tune in for the feeds all the rest of the time. And I have a feeling they'd just be like, good game, Here's the thing. You Canadians are too nice. Like, you go at each other during the comps. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
And then once the comps are over, you're like, all right, so what do you guys want for dinner? Like, Alfredo chicken? And like, what are we getting? And then I'm like, no, what? Fight. Fight with each other.
Well, that's what they sort of tried to do with 5, with the returnees.
Right.
Was they picked, they weren't all-stars. That wasn't redemption. Like, I don't know why those people were picked. I'm so confused. But like, you know, I mean, Cindy, big personality, made a name for herself. Ika, obviously, big personality, made a name for herself. Cassandra, big personality. Even Dallas, I'm so confused about that cast. But I think they were trying to go with like personalities.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe to give you your feeds. I don't know. I'm an all-star.
Yeah.
I was good feeds, good DR, competitive, showmanced. But even I'm not. I mean, I'm a season 1 5th out.
But so if you went in, would you go in and play? You would go in and play a competition game. You wouldn't try and be more strategic. You would go in there like guns blazing. I'm winning everything. I'm going for every comp. I'm not throwing anyone. I want to be the target. Put the target on me.
I'm not. I mean, what you want and what you got are two different things.
Right.
I was very good at have-nots because I'm good at orchestrating a team.
Okay.
I'm really good. If you give me 4 or 5 people, I'm a camp counselor. Like, I can like survey the bigger picture and put everyone in their role. I never lost a have-not comp because I would be like, you stand there, you're the driver, you're the, like, let's just do this. And
right.
We would win every time. But you put me in a every man for himself HOH comp against Gary and Emmett and Tom or the Dimitris of the world. Like, I couldn't win if I tried.
But don't you think that's what we want to see? That is why I say I don't know that I'd want an all alpha, all competitive season. That's what I want to see. I want to watch the Liza try and battle against those people.
Okay, can we have both? I don't want one or the other because I don't want you to, cry about it. But like, I feel like you want drama. Drama is in those need to win personalities. People who are jacked up with that win or die, like king, like those people just gunning for HOH. Like, I think that's where the real like power. I don't know. I think that'd be.
Don't you feel like the $5,000 bribe has kind of forced that personality out of everybody though this season? Like, that's why I love this whole $5,000 to the winner thing. I think it stopped people from throwing it and made people want to fight harder to win a comp.
I think Erica even said that to me the other day. I was like, you needed to like pull back, dude, and she was like, but $5,000.
That's what I mean. I love the $5,000. I hope they never remove it. I hope there is always a $5,000 incentive because I do agree with you. I don't necessarily like when people can manipulate other people to start throwing things week after week. And that to me is not entertaining television.
Olivia, sorry, I'm looking at your little thing here of your little cheat sheet and like, Olivia, I don't know. See, now I know them in real life. So it's so much harder when you realize how damn cool they are and what was really going on in their head. There's so much more to Olivia than came off on the on the episodes. She is way smarter and cooler. I don't know. She came off like the dumb blonde, which I think she knew that, and I think she was playing right into her Elle Woods character. But
she was willing to cut Allie, which Allie was surprised to find out.
Yeah.
So
no, they're really great. No Will, no Marin.
Okay, are you saying you're not a Will fan?
I'm not saying I'm am or am not anyone's fan, but no, I talked so much shit about Will all season, and then he heard, and he was a little bit upset with me. But I was like, I didn't mean it. It's just a YouTube show.
But here's the thing. I do it this way, and I can't care anymore. I love Will the person. I think Will's a great dad. I think Will was funny on the feeds. Nice. I think Will was entertaining. Will was a great person. Will didn't have a game.
Yeah, I know. Didn't do anything. He was like, if you cut me, you see what's coming here, because the bet is going to come out, and I'm going to tell you, bro, it's going to come out. And I was like, Will, what the hell are you talking about? You're not doing anything. You're not aligned. You're not winning comps. You're throwing them. You're giving them away to Derek or Kayla, whoever won that one. That would have been fun. Imagine if Will did win that veto and then forced Kayla to put up Derek, and she wouldn't have had the vote. Like, that's just great damn television. Oh.
Well, that's why I don't like Big Brother Canada's production team. Because I feel like Big Brother Canada's production teams allows things to actually happen organically and the way the house wants. Where I think our production team will kind of nudge you. Oh my God, America just voted. Guess what? Will won.
Yeah. Now what are you going to... Will could have won that veto and still not used it. Like, not realized the power move he had, the television opportunity.
And he probably wouldn't, because I don't think he gets it. I don't understand why he stepped off for the phone call, like, believing that it was going to keep him safe. I mean, I understand why he stepped off for the phone call. I can't believe he believed he would stay safe.
Yeah.
In doing it. I was like, oh, I don't get what you're doing.
Sorry. So that would be my all-star.
Okay, BB Boston wants to know, what did you think of them yelling at the jury? We hadn't seen anything like that until this season, with people literally screaming their answers at the jury, people like Kayla calling the jury babies.
These are good questions, people watching. I appreciate this. Mm-hmm. I hated it. Like, that doesn't make for good TV. Like, for me, I mean, I'm just this one person's opinion, but I'm a communicator by nature and trade. Mm-hmm. Like, that's bad communication. And everything is on the line right now. And you better articulate your point. I don't mean articulate.
Right.
I mean, they should have been dreaming up these speeches. In the days leading up, they should have had the speech planned verbatim. I didn't appreciate either of their screaming. I thought it was scrambled and unnecessary. I also think the best thing to do should have been to let the other one freak out. So if Paris was screaming and getting passionate, Kayla should have said, listen, guys, it's been whatever. I don't give a fuck what she would have said, but it's been a real pleasure to be here. I'm sorry that I played a part in putting so-and-so on the jersey. But I mean, like, when someone's literally losing their mind, your best tactic is calm,
right,
and concise. Instead, they were screaming each other out. Kayla even did the like, oh thing. Like, she physically showed she couldn't get her brain together. And I was like, oh, shoot, guys, this sucks.
Yeah.
You're both screwing this up, so I don't know what's going to happen here.
Destinies wants to know, did your opinion of anyone change after you met them finale weekend? So is there anyone that shocked you after meeting them?
No one shocked me, and you're all going to hate this answer, but they're all a lot nicer. I mean, I'm not really out to I don't want to not like anybody.
Right.
There are people in the community that I already don't get along with that I think are I don't know, negative bitches. And I think it really rattles the whole community when you're just sort of a toxic nature. Mm-hmm. And there's not one person. I mean, I'm not going to be BFFs with these 16 kids. There's going to be personality disconnects or frankly geographical disconnects. It's Johnny seems really cool, but he's on Victoria Island. I probably won't see Johnny again until next finale, and that's if he comes. So he seems like a great guy that maybe I would get along with. And Derek, I'm never going to see Derek again, man. Unless Derek and I end up at he doesn't know me. So he's not a fan of the show. We spent no time together all weekend. He lives out in BC, and I can't imagine him spending the flight to come to next year's finale. So this is not what you guys want to hear. but they're all nice. Or no one showed their true colors to me yet. Like,
we know they're all nice. We've watched it all season on the feed. This is the nicest cast ever. This is what I've been saying all season long.
I don't know ever. Season 3 is authentically very sweet. If you take out 3 people who I'm not going to name, if you remove 3 people from season 3,
okay, they
are the sugary, sweetest, kindest people. Like, Olivia and I we're talking about this. So Olivia's not nice. Like, she's not, like, she's awesome.
She's blunt.
So, yeah, no, like, I love everything about her. Don't get me wrong. But you wouldn't call her, like, this sugary, sweet pile of sunshine. And most Kevin, Peely, Willow, Ashley, Bobby, like, I'm talking Care Bear, sugary, sweet, like, the purest, biggest hearts you could fit into human bodies. I would not say that about any of season 6.
True.
They are cool or whatever, but, like, there's no toxic people. So that's the difference. They're not these, like, negative, toxic cancers on humanity.
I would say I would say they're not sugary. Well, some of them are. Like, I think Marin is, but
Marin actually is a real sunshine.
Adorable. Yeah. But let's put it this way. They understand it's a game in a way better than I think a lot of people have. Like, the way you could watch them have an all-out fight on those feeds, and the second the fight is over, kind of like what I said before, like, all right, hey, what do you want for dinner? Oh, that was good. Did you think it was funny when I called you Guy Lights? Oh, that was the best. You had a good one. We just made a great TV like, I'm like, what is happening? Like,
that's the thing too, is as these seasons go on, trust me, I will never give back being the first season ever. I love being first. I love being the OGs. They've also never cast anyone like me ever. Like, they're never going to find that, like, boss, bitch, vixen, 3 showmances in 1 season. Like, just, they're never going to find another me. So I love that I was, like, first, not second, or third, or fourth. That being said, we didn't know the show was going to be popular. We didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be on some bootleg cable network that nobody was watching. And I didn't even though I had watched US for 14 seasons, I didn't understand. So these guys, like what you just said about, remember when I said that's going to make a great TV moment? Like, the new seasons are so hyper aware of exactly how everything plays out.
Correct.
I did not have that awareness.
Right.
Like, Topaz was in my face screaming at me, and I wasn't thinking, this is going to be on Thursday night show.
Right.
Like, I wasn't like, this is a moment. I mean, it did occur. I was like, okay, girl, you're on television. Like, in general, you're on the feeds is what I meant in my head. That this is being publicly broadcast or being recorded. You probably should. Like, I was aware of the fact that there were cameras.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, oh, that's the moment. And I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of when the awareness and the scheduling, and when they know it's going to be a double. I would have liked a heads up. If I had any inkling in my freaking mind, I had no idea it was going to be a double.
Right.
So if I had 10 fucking minutes to realize it was going to be a double, I would have laid bricks I was thinking, like, just let Tom leave. Tom will go out of the house. He'll be shocked. And then together, Peter and I are going to figure out moving forward.
Right.
And now they get, like, so much time. And there's so much time in between moments to, like, work it, because they know that's where the meat is. The meat is in someone's just won an HOH and a triple eviction. Now what?
Exactly.
We were, like, real time. Like, I was changing into and out of my outfit and just putting it on. And they were like, Liza, you're nominated. Liza, you're playing. Liza, you're evicted. And I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. It is different, but you're right. Exactly what you just said. They know the meat is in what they need to edit is in those moments. That's where the tension and the everything is. Yeah. Well, just on this, because you had a ton of people asking you this. So obviously, that being said, would you play again?
Why are people asking this? I can't believe we have viewers watching. I can't see you guys, but I appreciate every single one of you.
You have hundreds of people watching you right now.
Like, that's really nice.
But would you though then play again?
It's really hard to say. The short answer is yes. Production does not like me, guys. Like, I got in trouble the second I came out because I had no guidance, right? I didn't have media training. I didn't have wranglers telling me how to behave. I never had Twitter. Do we understand that?
Mm-hmm.
like I came out of the house and they gave me a Twitter handle, and now I'm like psychologically disoriented and I'm engaging with haters and Gemmet army. So not that I regret any of it. I just behaved in a very raw way that ultimately production wasn't a big fan of. And instead of calling me in and having a conversation with me as an adult about my behavior, you just sort of get blacklisted because what do they care? They've got 16 new people every season.
I would agree with that, but I think over time you have done more to promote their brand and help their brand in a positive way. And I think each season you get people that are doing way worse than you ever did. I mean, God knows I love Hamza. Hamza was all over Twitter like, production rigged that competition. Derek didn't throw the... And I'm just like... What are you doing? Like,
yeah, that's not how you get into their sweet books.
Right. I'm like, what? So in other words, I think enough time has gone by where I would not at all say you would be black.
It's unlikely. First of all, I'm a season 1 pre-jury, for one, unless they're going to do some sort of gone too soon, or we didn't really get to see them play out to their full potential, or people who got screwed by a double eviction or a twist. Unless there's a reason to bring someone like me back on, they won't. Also, I have a real person job. I mean, you got to think of things like that. Correct. Like, what year is it? What month is it? Am I pregnant? Like, I'm about to be 35. Like, you know, if they were like, would you go on in 2 years? Well, I guess if I'm not pregnant. Like, maybe I'm pregnant. Right. Maybe I have a job I can't leave. Like, I guess if life allowed me to give it another go, I would. But I think I'd fail.
It's storyline. I think it's storyline, and I think if you had... I think they look at way more than just what season you were on. I think they look at your social media presence. I think they look at who you are friends with, who you are enemies with, what you could add to a cast, what you would take. I think it's so much more than just I was on season 1 and I was pre-jury.
You know what's up? We talk about stuff like that a lot, like, because you can't help it. Like, you just wonder what if. And I think the only reason they would, this is what you just said it. I think the only reason I would ever be asked back is if enough people hated me and they knew it would cause drama. Like, more specifically, their golden boy to this day is Emmett. I'm sorry, Kevin and Dimitri's, you've all done great, but their original golden boy is Emmett. And if they were bringing Emmett back and asked, who do you hate the most in the entire Big Brother community? Who's the last person you want to see walk through that door? You'd be like, Liza. And then I would be cast.
There you so see, there is more ways that you could end up being cast than Liza.
You know, yeah, the short answer is yes, but it's very unlikely, guys.
Okay. Man Hamad wants to know, who in pre-jury would you have hoped would have made it to jury? Oh, I feel like I know what you're going to say to this. From this season.
Well, my heart says Jesse.
Oh, really? That's not what I thought you were going to say.
I would have liked to see Jesse play longer. But in terms of a player, Erica.
Hey, that's what I thought you were going to say. Erica.
But, I mean, Erica played out. Like, I don't think we got to see Jesse play.
Right.
Where we saw Erica, that's as far as Erica was going to go. She was always going to be smart, pretty, a huge, ridiculous comp threat, and she was really well liked in the house, too. Like, she was friends with everybody. So if Erica didn't go when she went, she had 5 weeks left.
Okay.
So I don't think there was more to see from her.
Okay.
Whereas I think we didn't get to see Jesse play out his full potential.
I agree with that. Destiny's wants to know if you could have picked anybody from the cast to end up in the final 2. So if you could have picked your dream final 2 for this season, what would your dream final 2 have been?
Maddie and Olivia.
Really? Maddie. So
I loved her from the second she walked in the house. She's everything I want in a player. Like super fan. So we love our super fans. So alumni love super fans because you know us, first of all, so we feel famous. And then you know the game. So you go in and hopefully their strategy is pretty chill. She knew her shit. I loved Maddie. I loved that she was at a disadvantage the whole game. Her ass was basically going on the block or going to be on the block every week. So she was thrown up as a pawn a lot, so when you're put at that disadvantage, you really got to fight, man. And there was a lot of sticky situations she talked herself out of. She talked herself out of either being evicted or being nominated more times than anybody. And she was always in a fight or flight position. She was always fighting for herself. She also knew, like on the mental stuff, she really knew the game. And last I checked in competition, she came second in like 3 crucial ones. So she just couldn't get her shit together enough to win the damn HOH when she needed it.
Right.
But a lot of her stuff came down to that final writing or whatever.
You're
like, I hate her.
No, there was one specific thing I hated about Maddie. I loved Maddie, same as you. Right from the beginning, super fan. That first day, crying in the snow, talking to her family. I was like, girl, we are with you, super fans. Like, we're here, we're going on this ride with you. The kind of robotic Maddie at times used to drive me crazy. Like when people would talk to her and she'd be like, fine, fair point, fine. Like I told Maddie that. I was like, my impression of Maddie is fine, fair point, fine, fair point, fine, fair point.
But I think that's how you placate people.
You have to. I get why
she was just in this constant mode of like, I hear you, I feel you, and now I'm going to like introduce another point and try to katana your brain into thinking you thought this.
Right.
Yeah. I would have loved to see Maddie Valentine and Olivia.
I would have 100% too. And I think like, oh God, what did you think of the whole when Paris went after her? We're like, I can't believe that you told Kayla that I was coming after you. Or she made such a big deal about the fact that Maddie made one innocent comment and Paris and Will blew it up into the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, I hated that. I mean, that was on my Liza's Dish, so go to that and then watch my Liza's Dish. But
link will be below this video.
I didn't like that at all. And like, I don't want to re-shit on Paris and Will, but that was probably the week I hated them the most. Like, hated them. I hated them as people. I was like, I hate the way you're handling this. I hate the way you're treating Maddie. Then Will screamed at Maddie and he was like, you're bullshit or something. And, he came into the room and said, are you okay? And she said, no. Or somebody did. Paris did. Paris came into the room and said, are you okay? And she was like, no. She went, okay, and left. I'm like, you're all garbage. Like, be there for Maddie in this moment. It's tough enough as it is. Like, I don't know why you're treating her like this.
Because they needed a reason. Yeah,
I hated that week. But I was never team Will or Paris. Sorry, guys. So.
I was team Paris. I was not team Will. Or I would say I was super team Paris. Paris lost me the week of Triple when she kept going back and forth and couldn't commit to who she was going to be loyal to. But don't get me wrong. All I wanted was an all-female final 2, and I would have been so happy with the Kayla win and so happy with the Paris win. It was 2 different games. It was
I was fine with it too. Like I mean, I was very pro Kayla on my feeds and stuff, but I was so I couldn't stop crying that it was a girl final 2, and then they're screaming, and then it was like, and Paris is the winner. I'm like, okay, guys, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
I don't really care who wins.
Social Mari says, what did you think of Derek cheating off of Maddie in that final, I guess that was what, final 5 or final 4 POV?
No, it was earlier. It was that space one, right?
The space
I know what he's talking about. It's the name of the game. There's a lot of cheating in Big Brother, a lot. Emmett was a big cheater. Emmett and Jill used to cheat together. Like, I've heard so many stories of the different ways people have cheated over the years, but if you're smart enough to sort of cheat, that's great. I mean, cheating how? Looking over at your partner?
Yeah.
Well, you have eyes, and it's right there, so genius move, Derek. Genius.
Now I want to hear, you don't have to name names, but now I want to hear a way someone's cheated. Give us a shocking cheating thing.
No, I can't tell you any.
Yes, you can. You're not giving us names.
Sometimes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so hypothetically, there have been ways. Let's say you're putting a puzzle together.
Great.
And you don't have the eyes to sort of figure out. I am making this up, so I'm going to confuse myself. But like, if you don't have the eyes to put the picture together,
Right.
but you have the engineer mind to see it in a sort of a mechanical way.
Right.
So while all your housemates are trying to put together the face or whatever, you're literally just looking at the frame and the cutouts,
shapes.
and you're like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right.
Like, so yeah, I don't know if that's
that's
cheating,
not cheating, Liza. That's called just being smart.
And I think Derek was just being smart to come full circle. If the answers are right there, if they're not, if they wanted it to be private, they would go one man at a time or put you in a private box. A lot of people did that this season. Like in Tomb Raider, like there were ways to look over at the other person's puzzle.
And we saw that.
Always look over. Always.
Yeah.
Look over.
I probably would. Okay, let me take this question from TF Funch2 says, what did you think of Kristen? Would you want to see her given a second chance on BB Can 7? So Kristen, the Angel.
Kirsten.
Oh my God, why am I saying Kristen? Of
That's
course
okay.
It's
Kirsten.
I think she says Kirsten. Maybe it's just my New York accent. Kirsten?
Oh no, Kirsten. Now we're doing it.
Now we're messing it up.
Yeah, okay, when they first got on, when Veronica and Maren first got in, I was very vocal that I think they completely picked wrong, like that I would have rather it been Mikey and Kirsten.
Okay.
Now, knowing everybody, I do think Maren was wrong, because he's just a ray of pure sunshine, and nobody needs that in the Big Brother house. Like, knowing Mikey now, I think he actually would have been more entertaining.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. Then Maren, what did Maren do? We don't need a ray of sunshine. We need somebody who's gonna, like...
Oh, yeah. I don't know. He annoyed every fiber of my being.
Kirsten, sorry, girl. I don't know why.
Kirsten.
It's Kirsten. Either way, it's not Kristen.
Correct. It's not Kristen. It was spelled
Kirsten.
wrong. Yes.
I blame her parents that we're having this conversation right now.
Change your name.
Coming from Eliza. Or Lisa? Liz?
Sure.
Who kept calling me Liz? Was it... Oh, it's someone from the cast. Oh, I know. I think it's Hamza. Somebody keeps calling me Liz because they don't have the confidence to like... They're like, Liza? Maybe it was Will. I don't remember. Anyway, now knowing Kirsten, I think she's too shy and introverted. I think she's a really, really, really sweet girl. I love that she's a super fan. I'm a super fan. Like, I love me a super fan. So, but there's no way. She's more of a sacrificial lamb than Maren. She would have gone in, shoulders slumped, head down, intimidated by all of the personalities, and I don't think she would have done any damage.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, maybe she had plans, and I like her. Like, I like her. I want to be around her and go to parties with her, but I don't think she would have made a mark in that house.
I'm going to say, yes, you would have, and don't take any fact that all of a sudden I can't get your name right. Kirsten. I want to take a question from Twitter. It's from Sephi Traxis and says, what did you think of the good versus evil voting to get the people in the house? What would your cover story have been as to why you entered the house late?
How are people thinking of this? Like, how are you sitting here watching this right now and you're like, you know what? There are good questions. I think the voting in was stupid. You know how I feel about people being voted in or voted out. I don't trust the system. So why bother playing it's a vote? Why can't Big Brother just pick who they want to pick? And that's okay.
Right.
So, because there's no rhyme or reason to why those two were picked versus the other ones. I don't know. So I don't like it. People coming in late or coming back in again bugs me. And cover story, your only shot would have been to pretend it was like a season 2 war room situation. There's excuse saying, oh, we were picked out of the audience. What they put us through in terms of like vetting us, like psychologically, they need to make sure we're not murderers. Let's put it that way.
Right.
They need to make sure that while we're eccentric and entertaining, we're mentally stable enough to live in a house with knives and strangers.
Right.
So they're not picking anyone out of the audience.
And yet somehow Cody was cast. Yeah. No. Well, did you think it was fair forcing them to lie? I mean, I can't imagine how people would. But did you think it was fair to force them to lie? Why couldn't they have just said we were voted in? In other words, I think in a game where honesty is so important and your word is the only thing that you have, not only sending 2 people in late, but then telling them you have to lie and stick to your lie. I think that is grossly unfair to them.
Yeah, they didn't stand a chance anyway. Do you understand? Like,
no.
I know the fans watch the show, and I know you think you get it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get it. You don't get psychologically in that house. Like, and people hear me, and they hear me every year repeat the same thing. A day feels like a week feels like a month, and a month feels like a year. You hear me say that, but you don't get it. So when people tell me I was a pre-jury flop, I was in that house for 29 days. So psychologically, that was a year of my life. So when these people come in 1 week or 2 weeks in, these people are 2 months into their summer camp relationship. They've already made their BFFs. Right. They've already paired off with their lovers. They already know who they hate. So bringing people in late is always such a tragic disadvantage. I don't see the entertainment value anymore.
I see Christine B says they should have went with the snowstorm cover story. Like in that, because I think you guys were having that really bad snowstorm at that point. And
the ice storm maybe.
Saying like, oh, but I still don't think that would have happened. They would have like delayed the show. They wouldn't have been like, all right, let's just let everybody else in.
You're not exactly. You're not. I mean, and you're pitching to people who have just been through the casting process. So it's not like they're ignorant to it. They've just lived it.
Right.
So they know they're not just going to throw someone in there.
I like this question from Kathleen P. She says, if you could have joined the past players for the jury advice visit, what would you have suggested to Paris and Kayla?
I have goosebumps because these questions are above my head. Like, your questions are so good. I don't even have answers for them because I think I give far less fucks than you think I do. What would I have said to them? Man, I was not a biggest fan. I was like watching my favorites fall off this year real fast.
Uh-huh.
So I would have, well, in retrospect, I would have told them not to yell.
Okay.
Like, just keep cool, calm, and collected. Express your points as clearly and articulately as possible. What do you tell them at that? I don't know. There's no advice. The jury knows who they're picking. I don't understand the facade of acting like the jury has questions. You're not going to change their mind with their answers. You're not going to change their mind. Like, the jury didn't vote for Paris because Maddie called them babies. I mean,
correct.
Maddie, Kayla. Sorry, guys. Like, it was already a done deal. I mean, that was salt on the wound, but...
I agree with you 9 times out of 10. I think the questions would have mattered if it was Derek versus Kayla, when it was 2 people that jury couldn't figure out.
Actually, great point.
Yeah. But I agree with you. In
no,
general,
you're absolutely right, because the Maddie... Why am I obsessed with Maddie right now? Girl, I need to call her.
We all
are. The jury would have felt at that point that it was the lesser of 2 evils. I don't think they would have known who the stronger player was because neither did we. So you're right. Had it been Kayla and Derek, I think it very much so would have come down to, what did you do, I guess? Right. What do you think you did that wasn't on behalf of your partner? Whatever. Kayla would have swept it, right? But God, please tell me Kayla would have swept it. What did Derek do?
Oh, I would imagine. I want to believe Kayla would have.
But she rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, including Ryan, like starting with Ryan, who said he would never give her a vote. So I would have been curious to see if it did come down to Kayla and Derek, if she would have rightfully won the votes, because the jury hated her, man. I don't know what happened there.
They did. And by the way, I see people in the chat reminding me, which... I completely did forget this. Who just said it? Kelzag520 says, they were yelling because the audience was screaming so loud they couldn't hear, the jury couldn't hear them.
Do you think they were told to yell? Were they doing this?
Yeah, it seems weird to me too, but all right. Oh my God, you have so many good questions and we're like running out of time.
I'll answer faster. Let's rapid fire.
Oh, okay. Della G wants to be shady. You want a shady question from Della G?
Shade, shade, shade.
Liza, I love you and your season.
But
have you dated any BB players?
No, not since my season.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you mean dated or do you mean rubbed uglies? Because you guys are all weird about what that means.
I don't know what she means. I thought it was going to be a more fleshed out question, Delici. I didn't realize we were stopping.
No, I dated Tom and Peter from my season, and that's it.
Okay. T Funch wants to know, what did you think of Kayla dissing Jillian in the winner roundtable?
I don't remember how she did that exactly. Did she sort of like I don't if you could remind me how she did that, but also don't screw with my girl. Don't screw with my Jillian.
I feel like she didn't remember who she was.
Well, I mean, deductive reasoning, you would probably be able to figure out she was the first winner.
Probably a winner.
You're like, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, shit. You're probably the first winner ever.
Okay. Lana K says, I felt like the Have Not tomb was very dramatic, but using it for Marsha the Moose seemed anticlimactic. What did you think of the Have Not room and the use of Marsha the Moose this season?
Love the Have Not room from a viewer perspective, because hearing them talk about how painful and how cold and how uncomfortable it was. Please, guys, go back and YouTube season 1 right now. Ours was a Nana's cottage bungalow. It was a clown room. It was supposed to be a scary clown room, but there was a full comfortable bed and a cot and like blankets. Like it was just a cottage room. It was just supposed to be like Nana's smelly blankets and weird clown photos. So having to sleep in a cold stone tomb, I think would have been a nightmare. And I think Marsha was boring. I don't know why she's still around. I don't know why she's given tasks. I didn't like that it was Will.
Okay. T Funch followed up for us. She said Kayla gave Jillian like a stank eye face because she told Kayla that she wouldn't have cut Emmett at Final 3.
I think that was editing. Don't be crazy. She said, she was like, would you cut your showmans? And then she threw it back at her, would you have ever cut Emmett? And Jillian went, no, I wouldn't have. And I think it was just editing to flash back at her giving a reaction. I don't think Kayla actually.
I agree with that as well. If you could play on any other, Be a Hoot wants to know, if you could play on any other BB Can season other than your own, which one would you like to play on and whose place would you want to take?
Such a good question. It would be 2 or 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 3, they were all too nice. I wouldn't have fit in anywhere. I would have had no one to showmans with. I just don't want to be that. 4 is a total waste season. I wish that 4 didn't happen. 5 was the returnees. Not my thing. Okay, 6, because I'm staring at you. I would have loved to have been on 6 as... Oh, I really don't want any of them to go. But,
pick Andrew. That's what everyone does.
Can I go instead of like Ryan? I liked Andrew though. Ryan.
Okay, good.
I feel like Ryan's the one I would least like have an alliance with.
Okay, I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. I just feel like I know like Hamza would not have liked me in the house. Yeah, I'd like to be on season 6 replacing Hams, or season 2 replacing. Oh God, I want them all. Oh, season 2. Oh, replacing Ica. There's a dream come true.
Okay.
Bye, bitch.
Who on season 4? Wait, why don't you like season 4?
Ugh, what a waste season. The only reason it even got any ratings was because of the internationals. So Nikki and what's his name? Tim. Yeah. So they made it fun, but they also made like $100,000 each just to be on the show. So that's bullshit. And the Pax Bros, and I say this with love because now Phil and I are very good friends. Phil now lives in Toronto. I think he's a really great guy. He's a sweet guy. Also, I like his brother and I like his mom, and they're sweet, sweet, sweet guys. But as a viewer, all I did is make fun of them all season. Pax Bros. And you're telling me you were in a season stupid enough to let the night 1 twist win?
Do you want to know what you're not going to like?
What?
4 is like my favorite season.
That is like impossible. And it must be because of the internationals though.
It is. It's because I loved Nikki so much. Gave us Nikki and Cassandra And I called the Pac-Bo's girl face, monkey face. I had no idea what their names are. I still kind of don't know what their names are. They were just hot all the time.
Yeah, Nick and Phil. And Kelsey, who might be the hottest female on planet Earth.
Love her.
Like, she, like, something biologically, like, she was made in a lab. Kelsey, marry me.
And I take credit because I got her away from Jared and to Phil.
We thank you collectively as a nation.
Excuse me, and I'm not just shooting my own horn. She has said it in several interviews that she credits it. I told her flat out on the show, you dump Jared, he's trashy, and you go for girl face because he's hot. That's what you do.
We thank you.
This is what you do.
Yeah.
All right, I want to say, last question. What do you think of the all-star rumors for our Big Brother 20 this summer?
I think it's for sure happening.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Why? Just because, like, what are you basing this on?
Wait, the all-star rumors or the Amazing Race thing?
Do you think that Big Brother 20 is going to be all-stars?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, but any particular reason why?
I think either they're going to do the Amazing Race with something's happening there.
That is how I feel as well. In other words, is Amazing Race just a cover for Big Brother?
So I heard that theory too, so thank you for saying it out loud. So yeah, people were saying that all this Amazing Race BS is a cover just to explain why they're away or something like that. So I don't know for certain, and I don't want to allude that I do know something I don't. Mm-hmm. I just know that
it seems suspicious.
People are returning. And I don't know if returning means coming to Big Brother or they're doing the Amazing Race thing.
Right.
But we're not going to be here next year and nothing happened. Something's happened.
Correct. And here's my point. Obviously, I love Big Brother so much. Big Brother does not get the ratings that Survivor gets. It doesn't have the amount of season that Survivor gets. It doesn't have the fandom that Survivor has. If you were going to make an all-star season of Amazing Race, why would you not be pulling from the Survivor community over the Big Brother community, is my only question. It just seems like that's more obvious. You're going to get more viewers if you're picking Survivor.
Well, what's the network?
Same network.
All three are same network.
Correct. They're all CBS.
What about production companies?
They are a different production company, but
all three are different.
All three are different production companies. So I agree with you. I've thought of all of
maybe those. Only because Survivors had no crossover, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Given or taken. But Amazing Race does it all the time.
Not true. There has been a Survivor on the Amazing Race before. Ethan.
It's on? Yeah?
Yeah, he was on Amazing Race.
I love Ethan.
Me too.
I don't know, babe.
I don't know either, but
something's happening though.
I agree, something's happening.
No, I'm not guessing. Something's happening. I'm not sure what it is. Something's happening.
Well, look, here are the three things I want to say, because I see a lot of people are saying, what's going on? What's going on? Number one, I hope that Liza, you will come back for Big Brother 20 and talk Big Brother 20 with us when that airs. And not at the end of the season. I don't watch
Big Brother US.
You watch?
But I'll talk about it. I don't watch it. I haven't watched it since... Wait, who won 17?
Yeah.
15s are my favorite people. Then 16 was Derek. Then 17 had to be whoever won the first Nicole season.
Steve Moses.
I watched that because Rockstar Dentist. Yeah, so I love I'm trying to think of who my friends are, right? So I'm closest with 15. I know a lot of 16. I actually am really great with 17. Didn't watch 18, 19, didn't watch. 20, don't plan to watch.
Wish I didn't watch 18, 19.
Yeah.
Okay, fine then. Liza's not coming back. But Liza will come back and talk Big Brother Canada 7 with us because, of course, it's been renewed. Yay!
Yay!
And you know who is going to talk Big Brother 20 with us in a few minutes? Adam Pock is joining me, Liza. We're going to let you... What?
Mr. Bacon.
Mr. Bacon, because a lot of you have questions about the Big Brother premiere party. So we're going to end the Liza show. I'm going to come back on at 8:30. Adam will be joining for a little bit, answering your guys' questions about the New York City premiere party. So you're getting 2 shows today.
Are you going to that?
Of course, Liza.
Okay.
I live stream it every year.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So where do you want people to follow you, Liza, on social media?
All the things. Liza at Liza Stinton is my Twitter, and I can't do it. Hold on. My Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook.
Are they all that? They're all Liza Stinton?
It's all branding. And any idiot who came out of the Big Brother house and didn't very quickly change their name to their real name is bad branding. All of you listening, because I know that every single one of you listening, the house guests, not the fans. If your at is Maddie BBCan6 or BBCan6 Rosina or BBCan Andrew, you are making a grave error in your future unless you want to be labeled as BB your whole life. Change your name.
I noticed that Jesse just changed his social media. Okay. Darcy Saint Amant in the chat room is saying, Liza, please unblock me on Twitter.
Well, I don't have my phone because you guys said it was beeping. You figure out, can you screen grab that for me and I'll unblock this person? I don't know what you said, but I'm easy to block.
Okay, I will. Darcy, tweet me and tag Liza in it, and then I'll tell her, because it's gonna be different. Liza, I loved having you on here.
I always love talking to you, my fave.
Getting your opinions. I hope you will come on again in the future.
I'll see you in 2019.
Yes, you will, unless you're willing to watch some Big Brother 20.
Yeah, maybe. Or like if there's the Rat, do you go to LA for the Rat?
No.
Okay, I might go to LA for the Wrap and the Vegas party after.
Why don't you come to New York for the premiere? It's right
Maybe.
here.
It's soon though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you text me later?
I'll just text you later. Because by the way, they'll put you up in a hotel for free.
Oh, okay, talk to me.
All right. Everybody, okay. I will see all you guys back on here in about...
Thanks, guys, for giving a damn.
Bye. And all the links to Liza's social medias will be below this video on the edited show. And of course, we're not going anywhere. We're still live here 7 nights a week on YouNow, so make sure you become a fan. And check out Liza's YouTube, too.
Yeah,
link below. Bye, everybody. Bye, guys.